Okay, everyone cool? So we're going to start, I promise, not a lot for a long time because I want to kind of work a bit of guard retention today, but I still want to try and keep a little bit of shooting and wrestling and kind of blend it a little bit into one. But okay, so Joe, please. So just to look at this shot again, just quickly. So if you just stand over that dot, all right? So stand both legs at either side. She's square onto me, yeah? Both legs are square like this, parallel to each other, okay? When we shoot, we take a penetrative step. So our step walks in, we take one small step here, okay? And my front knee is gonna go in between the legs, yeah? So the deeper I get that penetrative step, the better it's gonna be because I'm gonna knock them off base, yeah? So if I take a big penetrative step and then I put my knee through, I can knock them off base, yeah? Okay? So I'm here, penetrative. I try and put my knee on the floor in between the legs and I'm holding here. My head goes to the side and up, yeah? Up and in, yeah? I don't want to be loose with the head because you're just going to lock it up and we're going to get guillotine. Okay, so I want to move in with my head. And we spoke about this last week, is to cut the angle. So I step with this leg and I cut. I push into the side, yeah? Okay, so that's a double. Yeah, we do a similar sort of thing if we're going to go for a single. So if I come here and I shoot, I've got one leg, I can still cut and grab one leg. Okay? Everyone cool with that idea? To the same side. So opposite side to the knee. Yeah? Yeah, so with this, yes. Because with the single, I'll turn and look and put my forehead on the ribs. So look, I'll turn and come in there. Yeah. In fact, both ways, I'll turn and use my forehead on the ribs to drive. Okay. So there's our shot. Okay. So this is what I want you guys to do, just to start with. We spoke about this briefly as well, was wrestling stance. Okay. So with a wrestling stance, we'll have one leg forward, one leg back. Okay. I have one hand down like this, and this is protecting my front leg. So if you were to shoot, just go to shoot, yeah, whoop, I can hook, yeah? I can underhook. So this is what protects my front leg, okay? Now, if anyone's boxed or done anything in the past, when you box, you use your front hand as your jab, yeah? This is your distance finder. Wrestling, it's different. Wrestling, you use your back hand, okay? So this is your distance finder, okay? So you're here, boom, boom, all right? You'll see wrestlers touching the shoulder, touching the head, yeah? That's finding your distance for your shot. This is your defense. So this should, yes, you use both hands to parry, yeah? But this is your defense hand, yeah? Always to look to underhook or move the leg back so you've got a barrier in place, yeah? But here's your feeler, your distance finder, yeah? Your jab, your distance finder. Okay, so I want you to stay within distance and move around. This person here, very, very easy job. It's just to stand upright and square, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna move around the mat, sidestep around the mat, okay? Doesn't have to be around the dot, but you're gonna go around and try and collect dots, basically. So this person is gonna walk around. As soon as she gets over a dot with both legs, this front leg shoots and you grab. Very light. We're not trying to put anyone down or anything, okay? So I'm going to keep my resting stance. As soon as he steps over a dot, I grab. And we go again. And we're going to move around the mat, try and dodge each other, yeah? But I just want you to see when the legs are open, when you see that opportunity to shoot and get that front knee down. If you want to start with, just start with going with doubles, yeah? Just start with trying to get both legs behind the knee, or if you want, one hip, one knee, yeah? Everyone cool? Makes sense? Wicked. A lot of explanation there. Okay, grab a partner, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. I'll jump.
It's not scary because I'm going into you. Yeah. That takes some of the What? And that's when you're further away.
Yeah. You imagine like, you know, you're going to catch me.
And a mile away.
Yeah, then try and turn.
Really try and extend, yes. Really try and extend. Stay straight.
Yeah, you can't do anything. You push my arm.
Yes. Okay, time everyone. Everyone cool? All right. Did you feel, so you feel like you can get that shoot, so you're stretching, you're moving to get that front knee on the floor, yeah? Like I said, like you can come here, there, and put your hand on the floor as well, yeah? If that helps you in the beginning. But the idea is that you shoot quick, all right? So you're moving around, so you've gone over the dot and you shoot, you got the leg. Big thing is trying to have this leg in a wide base. So when I shoot, look, this leg is behind me. For a few reasons, obviously with a wide base, I can generate more force, yeah, and I can absorb more force, yeah. So I'm a lot more stable. If I'm here, if the guy pushes, yeah, I'm a little bit more off balance because my feet have created a smaller base. So I'm back out wide, yeah. So this is just a good thing to think about, is keeping that leg back wide. I'm saying my teacher, Nick, when he was a white belt, he was just about to get his blue belt, and he went to fight in Abu Dhabi at the actual Abu Dhabi Combat Club. I think that's the reason why he went there. And in those days, there wasn't many, and they lumped white belts, blue belts, and purple belts in one category, right? And he had a massive, I don't know if he might have been a purple belt or blue belt, I don't know. But in his head, he's like, I'm going to take him down. I'm not going to pull guard. I'm going to take him down. I do remember him telling me he shot, and he said it was like double legging a lamppost, and he just crashed. Couldn't do anything, and then just fell back. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those ones you have to really like, again, cutting those angles and keeping that wide base. Yeah, if you don't have it, you don't generate that force as well. We don't get the dexterity at least to turn and generate. Okay, okay. So we're gonna move it on slightly. Joe, please move it on slightly. You're gonna have a connection now. So you're gonna have connection on the head and arms. Yeah, moving around. You're gonna move your partner around. Yeah, as soon as you move them over a dot, that's when you shoot. Here, okay. When we do these drills, I know I was talking to Neil about this as well. Is if you watch anyone sparring in any sport, combat sport, you never spar 100%. Yeah, MMA, boxing, Muay Thai, you never do it, and the reason is injuries. But also you can't keep that pace and keep people training. Yeah. It's the same, very much the same with wrestling. Jiu-jitsu, you can push it a little bit more, but we want to try and, I find it better just to keep it back a little bit, yeah? Because we can, one thing, we protect our training partners, and two, we can see more, and we can see more, I have more time to look at opportunities, right? With wrestling, it's a similar sort of thing, okay? So when we're moving around, we're gonna have one person trying to defend just using their hands. You're not sprawling, yeah? So you're not trying to move your legs away or anything. You're just trying to use your hands to defend, okay? My goal is to grab one leg or two legs, utilizing a shot. So we can move, I shoot, I grab two legs, we're done, okay? I grab one leg, we're done, okay? Person there is just gonna be using the hands to try and defend. So if you do with me, move around, yeah, cool, sweet. And you shoot when you're ready. Good. I'm going to allow the shot. Yeah. So we're just moving around just to let that person, give the person little bits of barriers to try and overcome, situations to overcome. Yeah. Easily. Yeah. Everyone cool? Make sense? All right. Let's go. Let's go with that. 1, 2, 3. So when they get. time, everyone. Everyone, how did you find that? Yeah? Do you find the opportunity to shoot? How's the shots feeling? Better? Worse? Yeah? Yeah, creating space with the arms, so you're lifting arms up. Where did you find that your grips were more dominant? Outside grips or inside grips?
We didn't really hang out too much. We didn't realise we were standing away from each other.
I saw that at the end. Inside grips or outside? So moving there outside, but your grip is on the inside. Inside grip, yes. So look, so yeah, so although you're moving her grip to the outside to swing under, if you look at where your grip is, it's on the inside of her body, yeah? But yes, very good. So if I've got pull, what we were looking, or I was playing around with was to come with the inside grip here, yeah? Or here, yeah? Or switching, okay? So this is where the fight was. So if you had the inside grips on me, you could defend because you could control my space using frames, yes? Frames, okay? If I can then beat those frames and turn those frames into a lever, which is what you've done, lever, so you've come in, so we're here, you can't leave, you can, but you still need to go inside. You come in to the inside and lever, that creates that space to be able to shoot, come through. Beautiful, excellent. Okay, what I quite like was to come here onto the tricep. So I was trying to get a collar tie to come to the tricep to pull and shoot. Pull with the tricep and shoot. That worked quite nicely. Again, moving around, okay? But both the times the inside grip, yeah? So if we can work to get that inside grip, we know we're in a dominant place to be able to shoot or to take down. Okay, last thing we're gonna do, promise, all right? Same thing again, we're gonna get our grips up. Yeah, so we're gonna get our grip, we're gonna grip up. Okay, moving around. You're just using the hands to defend, like we said before. You're gonna shoot. This time the person's gonna just fall. It's gonna allow the takedown, so you just fall to the floor, okay? From here, you need to get to a seated position. So you wanna get, yeah, exactly, not too close to hips, a little further back. So once yes, that's it. To get to this position, okay? All right, so we go back one more time. If you do to me. So you shoot, boom, I'm allowing the takedown. I might end up here. I've got to scramble to get back to a seated guard position. Okay, seated guard position. Everyone cool?
So you're basically going to fight for a bit until...
Yeah, so very, again, light fighting, not hard, but you're just trying to get back to this position. I want you to notice what you do with your arms and your hips to get back to this position.
Is the person on top doing anything after they've taken you down?
Just trying to be awkward by stopping, or like trying to like push on my, to try and get round to like my hips on my side or anything like this. So you're trying to stabilize the position on top, okay? Yeah. But I want the person on the bottom to notice what they're doing with their arms and their hips to get back to a seated position. Okay, everyone cool? This all will make sense later. Okay, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Have fun with it. Change. Oh, there we go. Look, everything's falling. So once you shot, allow the takedown and then try and get back to a guard.
If I'm still here, is that alright?
You want to get his hips back?
Yeah, should be back a bit.
Heart back, disengage. Try and keep your feet close to your hips. Yeah. So you want to be in this. Yeah. Yeah, you did. What happened? So, what were you noticing that you had to do with your arms and your legs to do this? Framing, good buzzword, and creating space, scooting your butt back. All great stuff, okay? So framing and hip escapes, okay? Perfect. I'm gonna write on the board. Okay, so we're gonna look at guard retention, okay? All right, so the thing to think about, the basic concept to think about this is we want to either block or redirect the leading edge of a guard pass, okay? So block / frame, redirect the leading edge. So what do I mean by that? Well, when we pass, so if I've got pull, when I pass a guard and we're sitting here, yeah, if I'm starting to pass, there's always something that's leading, yeah? So if I start to come around one side, my shoulders are leading, yeah? So if I'm dropping in with my shoulder, so where's he gonna frame? If he's gonna block or redirect, he's gonna frame on my shoulder, yeah? One here or one here. Good. Okay, you can use arms, you can use legs to frame, yeah? Okay, so if I come around the other side, if I'm starting to move around here, look, leading with the shoulder, he's got my shoulder framed, okay? So that's what I mean by the leading edge. So whatever is coming in closest to you, you're gonna either redirect or frame. I might come in, I might use my head. This is great to either redirect or frame, yeah? If I use my arm, look, my arm is now coming in to come around, yeah? You can then redirect or frame that, yeah? So that's the basic principle of what we're kind of working with here, all right? So the first thing we're going to look at quickly is this, okay? And we'll talk about this in more depth, all right? First game we're going to play very, very quickly. We're not going to spend long on this, but you stand up. I'm in a kind of an open position. I've got my elbows close to my knees, which we'll talk about a bit later. Yeah, I'm in this position. You can have your feet here or you can have your feet crossed, however you want, okay? This is all that's going to happen. You've got to try and walk around to my back, okay? So just walk around towards my back. He walks around and he wants to get his chest in line with my back, yeah? In line, yeah, chest on my back or whatever, okay? My goal is just to keep him in front of me. Yeah, so I've got to find ways to keep him in front of me.
I touch him too.
For now, no. For now, no. Yeah, just walking, all right? So I've got to find ways to just keep him in front of me.
So the person on the bottom, sat down, are they allowed to touch?
Yes, they can if they want to.
They can make connection, but they...
Yeah, yeah. But I don't want you to make connection, hold connection. Just use your frames if you want to use your frames, yeah? But this is more about how you're going to use your hips. Okay? Cool? Everyone good? All right. Just for a few minutes, let's go with this. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. What are you doing this, you know? Okay. Cool. I'll let you go first because I don't want to show you the answers. I don't want to share the answers. Okay, I'm going to just try and walk around to your back. Yes, good, good, excellent. Okay, what if you did this with, yeah, nice. Now you've got a frame. You've got a frame on me as well. Perfect. I can't get close to you, and it's hard for me to get round to your back. Perfect, perfect. Nicely well done. Nicely done. Come around. Yeah, come around. Perfect. Let's go. So you go to me. Yeah. Good. That's it. Nice. Let's go again. Nice. Good. Go back. Good. Try and work on your hips a little bit. Hip movement just a little bit more. Yes. That's it. So if I go one way, yeah. If I go the other, now switch your hands. Okay. Now, nice. Good. 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 Nice. Perfect. Awesome. Nice work. We're getting it. Yeah. It's good. Jordan. Okay. So, Jordan's here. Were you guys probably doing this, what I was doing, which is this? One hand on the floor, one hand up. Yeah. As you started to move around. Yeah. So I'm basing on my hand. I'm scooting my hips around to turn and move. Yeah. So by getting that movement, we've got an idea of how I want to be. Yeah. To keep the person in line with me. Yeah? I want to keep moving. All right. So. Cool. Let's talk about this. We'll start with this and then I'll do it, okay? We'll start with this. In this position now, what I want you to do, the person on the bottom, is to try and to get a connection to the person, yeah? So a connection can be legs, holding a leg. You can be 2 feet under. However way you want to make a connection to the person, you need to make a connection, okay? So I'm going to start here. I've got to find a way to try and get a connection to the person, however way you want, okay? The other person, all you're trying to do is trying to stop that connection. But like we said before, we're trying to explore that space a little bit. So don't try and like smash people. It's just, can I use my legs, use my arms? Make a connection, okay? That's all we're gonna look at for now. And then we're going to look at the ideas from it, or like the principles behind it. Cool? Good? Grab a partner. 1, 2, 3.
Just stop.
You just stop as soon as you've got a connection.
Yeah, just stop for now. You want to take it one step further. Once you've got the connection, try and unbalance it. Yeah, try and find a way of unbalancing it.
Achilles tendon like that.
Nice. Still counts, still counts. Guys, good? Nice. Yeah. Okay. Time, everyone. Okay, so we're in this position here. We'll talk about the 3 phases of God. Yeah, 3 phases of God. First phase is engagement. Okay, so when I'm standing in this position, there's nothing between us. The first thing that needs to happen, someone needs to engage. Yeah, you either need to engage with me to try and make a connection, which is what we were just looking at. Yeah, or I need to engage to you. Yeah, so as you come up, I need to engage with you. Yeah. Okay, and I look to start to try and pass. Okay, all right. That's the first phase. Second phase only counts as if the person in guard makes the engagement first. So if he makes the engagement on me and gets to a guard, yeah, in here, or however he wants, he can now move to phase 2, which is maintaining. Okay, so he can maintain this guard. If I made the engagement on him, a lot of the time I'm the one who's pushing the pace, yeah? So if I manage to get him here, now I'm the one who is initiating, yeah, who's made that engagement. So now he only has to move to phase 3, which is retention. Okay, so here now I've put him on his back. I'm looking to get past. He is now looking to retain his guard. Yeah, and like we said, that retention, that basic concept of blocking or redirecting the leading edge. Yeah. Okay. So what I want you to do now is I want you to do the same game again, yeah, but I want you to try and play focus or just pay attention to these 3 phases and see if you can identify these 3 phases. So if you get the guard this time, okay, so if you manage to make a connection, so if I come in, he makes a connection on me, yeah, the goal for the person on the bottom is to try and destabilize, yeah, either put my bum on the floor, like this, perfect. He literally took it literally. I either put my bum on the floor or put my hands on the floor. Yeah? So that's his goal, okay? So I want you to do that. The other person, you're going to try and get chest to chest. Or actually, let's change that. It doesn't have to be chest to chest. All I want you to try and do is occupy the space between his elbow and his knee. So this part here. You can occupy it however way you want. Yeah.
Well, it's just sometimes that's the way I come in. Do you see what I mean? If I'm on the top of it.
But if you've got your legs in the way as well, so you're here,
Come in like this.
yeah,
But then we should be occupying that space.
she can occupy. So now you don't need to find another solution.
If your legs are up, though.
Now she's not. Yeah, so if you manage to, so if you went to the one side and then put your leg over the top, for example, okay, now you're in a De La Hiva. That's good. Yeah, perfect.
So you can engage there.
So even if they're there, but I want them to occupy that space for a number of seconds. I don't want it just to be like a touch. Yeah? Yeah. It can't be just like occupied. All right. Okay, so you're looking to try and occupy that space between the knee and the elbow and the shoulder here. Yeah? Any way you want. Yeah, for 3 seconds. Count of 3. All right? And I want to see if you can I just want to see if you can identify those 3 phases as you do it. Yeah, so you can go, okay, in your head, you don't have to go, that's stage 1, that's stage 2, that's stage 3. I want you to just be able to, in your head, go, okay, yep, that makes sense. That's your engagement phase. That makes sense that I'm maintaining now to try and defend, or I'm now retaining guard, so I'm in retention phase. Everyone cool? Make sense? Okay, give that a go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, try to like wrap something around. It's not really what it's like wrap, stop moving. And then basically do this or send it backwards.
They can now, they can.
Yeah, no, keep going. Not too
Yeah, they makes it a lot. Yeah.
That's always in control, isn't it? If you got a lot of time, do it just do it that way.
Yeah.
What's that?
Everyone okay? Good? Did you guys manage to see the 3 phases of the guard? So you've got your engagement at the very beginning. If you managed to make that connection, yeah, you had to maintain that connection to be able to unbalance them, if you managed to get that. And then retention. So if the guy nearly passed, you had to try and find some way to keep your guard back, yeah? So you had to get your retention. So this is all comes down to maintaining and retention. It comes down to engagement. So engagement is always sort of on top, right? Because if you engage with the person, generally you're leading, yeah. You're coming up first. You're pushing your agenda first, be that passing or destabilization. Okay, let's use Joe. So, good thing to think about. If I'm in this position here, okay. If I'm in this position here, I've got a good opportunity, so I'm in a pretty good base to be able to start trying to get some sort of engagement on the person, yeah? To try and engage their hands, legs, whatever, okay? If I lay on my back, I don't have that mobility as much anymore, and if you then start to engage with me, now look, exactly, you can start pushing legs, So now you are pushing your agenda of passing, yeah? Okay? So ideally, I want to try and stay upright as best I can, yeah? You'll see this a lot of the time when people are trying to pass, they come down and grab the ankles and pull up to push you on your back, yeah? And now they can start passing from here, yeah? That's it. I've really got to start to retain before I do something. I have to go back a stage before I do it. From here, okay? So now we're here. Now I can hand fight to stop you from getting close. Now I can get, I have my retention. Now I have my guard. I can maintain. Okay?
So try to stay up until you're close enough
Under them to get underneath.
coming back straight away.
Make engagement before you go back straight away. Yeah, perfect. So I'm here. Yeah. Engagement. Yeah, I've made a connection. Now I can come under and I can go on my back. That's fine. Yeah, but I've made a connection.
Raise the distance.
Exactly. If I'm here and I just go, okay, go. Now I've limited myself of what I can do. You can start to put pressure on me to pass. Okay? So this is all I want you to do this time. Okay? What you'll then find is this, right? With this engagement, you need to win the engagement to be able to start doing anything. So with this, what I want you to try and start with now is you're going to do a similar sort of thing again. The first thing, you're going to fight for an engagement, but you've got to look at trying to control hands, control the arms, yeah? You're going to hand fight to get your connection. Once you've got a connection, either top or bottom, you're going to allow the person to either pass or sweep, okay? So what do I mean by that? Let's go. So we're just moving around. Once you get the connection you want, okay, or you go on my hip, let's say, let's go hand and knee on my hip, okay, I'm on my back, you pass. However way you want to pass. I allow you to pass. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're going to go again. I'm here. Boom. I've got a connection to you. You're going to allow me to sweep. And then we go back. Okay? So we go again. I'm looking to try and get this connection to the legs. Boom. I've got the connection. Now I can sweep. Okay? Cool. Makes sense? So whoever gets the connection first, you allow the person to achieve what they want to achieve, which is either pass or sweep. Destabilize. Cool? Makes sense? Grab a partner. Let's give that a go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I always find I normally try to do it I'll do it around late. What I do? Huh? Yeah. Even here, I get on again. Thanks, right.
Letting us know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, it's like you said, you're feeling it. Yeah. Yeah, I found it interesting the two pole the other day. I even put two on this last night. I the angle. Stuck it out. I can't really do it. Yeah, cup of the toe. And you can't do anything about it. I'll probably do my ankle. Yeah.
Okay. So we're probably gonna leave it there because I don't want to like overload or anything. But can everyone see the importance of winning the engagement? Yeah, winning the engagement. Fighting for the hands. Yeah, fighting the hands to stop the other person from allowing them to be able to get to the main part of their body. Yeah, it's the main part of the legs. We were saying that, which was an interesting point. We were saying is that soon, like we said at the beginning, you put them on their back, it's harder for them to move, so it's harder for them to be able to win the engagement. So the person on top, generally, 9 times out of 10, will be able to pressure what they want to do. Okay, and then we have to then move into phase 3, which is retaining, which we're going to look at a little bit further in time. What were you using? We were talking about frames. So when we're here and we're in this position, we've got frames in front of us. Yeah, we've got our legs and our arms as frames. As soon as this frame turns into a lever, so as soon as he lifts my feet up, okay, now I'm in trouble. Okay, so now we go back to that old principle of turning frames into levers. Yeah, so if I've got a frame in place, yeah, if I can make it a lever, yeah, and use it to my advantage, that's even better. Yeah, this is a frame. Yeah, if I move the wrist here, yeah, now my frame is shortened. Still a frame, shortened. This is a frame, 90 degree. May not be strong, but this is also a frame, a little bit stronger. Okay, so things to think about. Did you manage to turn and move your hips? You talk about hip escapes there. So when we did this at the very beginning where we were moving around the person, same thing, right? So you still have to move your hips and you still got this frame in front of you to try and get your connection or to stop, yeah? We were allowing pass and sweep, so we weren't really looking at stuff. The other thing to think about is we'll do this drill again, not today, but we will do this drill again throughout the week. When they pass, I want to see if you can see where the leading edge is. What's coming at you first? Is it shoulder? Is it head? Is it knee? Yeah? Relatively speaking, it's probably not the hips. Hips follow. Hips follow, okay? So, shoulder, head, or knees. More or less. Everyone cool? Make sense? Okay. We're gonna do, we'll do some 3-minute rounds, keep changing, keep moving around, and we'll go from there. Everyone cool? All right, just do it for a little bit and then we'll call it a day. All ready? 1, 2, 3.